Hey Nightmare Fire 83, this is PG Minnington, and I heard you were having a little bit of an issue with the Carpenter as well as the Squeezer. So I'm going to go ahead and help solve up your problems. And so let's go ahead and get started. So as you said, I believe you needed the apiary, so I'm assuming you were trying to build the impregnated casing. I don't think you actually told me if you were trying to do that or not, but I'm assuming that's what you're trying to do. And as you can see, you do need some seed oil, but you also need all of this wood. So I'm sure you do know that you do need just normal wood. As you can see, you can use pretty much any kind of wood from any kind of tree. You can even use the I believe you can use the redwood now, which is actually great because in previous versions you could not, but now in this Forestry you can because it is in the Ore Dictionary, which is sweet. So let's go ahead and get started making an impregnated casing. Now first off, you're probably going to want a squeezer. Now you said you didn't know how to get a squeezer to work. Well, you do need a sturdy casing to make this, which is obviously just a little bit of bronze and some tin with a little bit of glass, and then yeah, so you have that. So let's go ahead and place down the squeezer. You will get this interface, and it is a little bit scary at first, but it's really no big deal. I believe we're going to want some cans from Forestry. Let's go ahead and see if we can find those guys. Let's see. Yes, as you can see, we can get the normal cans. There they are. So they are made just like this. You can use the tin, and I believe you can use some other stuff to can these guys, but I prefer the Forestry cans. I believe these are Forestry, so go ahead and grab yourself some of those. They're rather cheap. So yeah, now that we have these guys, let's go ahead and throw out the impregnated casings. Now this does take a while to do, but what you're going to want to do is place your can right here. Now you can do this whenever, it doesn't really matter, but first off, you'd like to go ahead and grab yourself some seeds. Now as you can see, I did just get some Hinaquin seeds. Now I'm not exactly sure if they work, but it is going to be an experiment for me as well as it will be for you. So you're going to need a Buildcraft compatible engine, so you could actually use Elaram's engine if you'd like. I know she does have an engine out, so you could also use that. But I'm going to be using the redstone engine, but to speed it up, as you can see, the redstone engine should actually begin to provide power for this once it begins to heat up, and it is actually powered. Otherwise, you can just use a steam engine or whatever you'd like, but I'm going to use this redstone energy cell, which should actually power it pretty well. But let's go ahead and throw some seeds into here, and as you can see, rather quickly, it's actually converting over into some seed oil. Now, the reason this is happening is because Buildcraft power is actually being provided. Let's go ahead and throw some pumpkin seeds in here, as well as some melon seeds, and as you can see, we should begin to create some of our seed oil. So let's go ahead and do this and see if it begins to do what we would like it to. Let's go ahead and throw some more energy into it. Now these guys are actually made, I believe it's with thermal expansion. I'm not exactly sure on that, but these are actually the redstone energy cell, and they do hold, how much is that? 600,000 megajoules, which is awesome, or Minecraft joules. But as you can see, we have actually began to make some of our awesome seed oil. So as you can see, these three normal Minecraft seeds will definitely work. I'll try out this Hinaquin seeds. And as you can see, those actually did work, I believe. Nope, they didn't. For some reason, they actually skipped to the seeds. Like this. Let's go ahead and take that out and see if they'll use the pumpkin seeds. Yes, those work. So now let's try the melon seeds. So yes, those work as well, but the Hinaquin seeds will not. So I would go ahead and work with the normal melon seeds. So as you can see, now that we have seed oil, I believe once it gets to this point, you will actually begin to be able to can it, but I might be able to, no, you cannot. So once you actually reach the first mark, you will be able to grab some seed oil. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. It might take a little bit of a while for you to get it, but once I come back, we will have enough seed oil in order to do this. So I will be right back, and I will see you in a sec. Alright, so we are back, and as you can see, we have actually achieved enough seed oil that we can now can it. So let's go ahead and do that. As you can see, we now have one seed oil can. So go ahead and take that can out, and just a reminder, this is how you actually make the seed oil, or the cans. This is the recipe. It's any type of tin. You should be able to use any type. So now that we have our can of seed oil, as you saw, I put the can right here, and now we have a canned seed oil. So that is awesome. So what you're going to want to do is take your seed oil can and place it, I believe, right there, and as you can see, it actually filled this guy up. Now, I believe this recipe requires very little amount of the seed oil. I think it's even less than we have, but that is no issue. So as you can see, I do have multiple types of wood in my inventory. Now, the reason for that is this recipe, I would like to display that it can use any type of wood. So let's go ahead, and you're going to have to left click to teach this guy the recipe. So let's go ahead and let's see. There we go. That looks pretty good. And let's go ahead and go boom, boom. And let's do this like that. So as you can see, we have the impregnated casing. And you have to provide the wood, I believe, down here. So the guy is actually being provided with the Buildcraft energy from these. So as you can see, it will take a while if you use a redstone engine, but you can use whatever kind of engine you would like to use, and eventually you should get this impregnated casing. And as you can see, it used 1 can's worth of seed oil. So each apiary is going to require 1 can's worth of seed oil. So let's go ahead and go figure out the apiary recipe. I believe, how did I spell that incorrectly? Let's see. There we go. So all we need now is some wooden slabs as well as some wooden planks. So let's go ahead and I'm going to grab some of my wood out of here, and all we should have to do is go, let's see, let's grab it like this, and then I believe all we have to do is I'm going to need a crafting table, so let's go ahead and go boom and boom. So let's plop down a crafting table, and I believe the recipe is all the way across the top will give you some wooden slabs. Now, as I said, you can actually probably do that with any kind of wood or any kind of wooden plank, so you should have no issue with that. But let's go ahead and begin crafting our awesome apiary. So as you can see, it is a shaped crafting, which means you have to do it in a crafting table or even a philosopher's stone or the whatever the other equivalent exchange one is called. So let's go ahead and go boom. So these, as you know, are wooden slabs, and all we have to go is boom, 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 boom. So as I said, you can use any type of wood for this, mix and match however you'd like it. Now let's go ahead and say impregnated casing, and boom, you have your apiary. So this has been PG Mining 10, and I just wanted to help you out a little bit in showing you how to make your apiary. I know you were having a bit of an issue with the squeezer. You can also do the same thing with apple juice. I believe you can do it with honey drops, stuff like that. So that's how you use the Forestry squeezer as well as the Carpenter. Keep in mind you do need Buildcraft engines, and the Red Power engine will also work, as well as I think Forestry adds an engine or two, and I think IC2 has an engine. So yeah, you can use any kind of engine that is Buildcraft compatible, but the Redstone engine is going to be rather slow, so I do not actually recommend that one. But for beginning in your Let's Play or whatever you're actually doing, I would recommend it. But later on, I would recommend a higher tier engine because they do work much faster. So this has been PG Mining 10, and I hope that I did help you out a little bit. So yeah, thank you, and I hope you are subscribed. So yeah, I will see you hopefully in my next episode. So peace.